welcome everyone to this edition of Tri Talks. We're taking a few minutes to have a conversation with various community leaders in the sport of triathlon, and just to give viewers a glimpse of the inner workings of our sport. I'm your host, Sebastian Fortin, and I'm the Executive Director with Triathlon Alberta. And with me today is Kristen, who's actually one of our partners this season with Seven Summits Snacks. Kristen, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and the idea behind Seven Summit Snacks?
Yeah, so my name's Kristen. I started the company Seven Summit Snacks about 2 years ago. And prior to that, I was working as a chocolate scientist for like Cadbury, Godiva, Green and Blacks. My sister Leanna is a triathlete, and I run marathons. I did buy a bike in COVID, and I just got to get my swimming face on there, and then who knows what triathlon might bring me. But yeah, we are familiar with endurance sport, and so as you know, when you're doing a lot of activity, the go-to energy source is usually carbohydrate gels or carbohydrate drinks, or candy, even bananas, things like that. And we were just both really tired of eating gels and candy and carb drinks, and for the reason that they like rip up your mouth, hurt your stomach, you never really feel good from eating them. And Leanna asked me, she's like, can we eat chocolate instead? And I thought about it critically. I was like, actually, chocolate has a really good nutrition profile for endurance sport. The mix of the carbohydrates and the sugar, or carbohydrates and the fat, sorry, are good for slow energy release. So it gives you that slow drip of energy, and hence the idea for our endurance bar was born. So our Seven Summit Snacks endurance bar. So yeah, that's how we just wanted to fuel on food and nutrition that felt good for us and that actually tastes good as well. And that's why we started our company.
Oh, that's really great. I mean, I've had the chance to taste the products as Jason has brought some in for me, and honestly, it's delicious.
Thank you.
How many kind of flavors do you guys have, and are they kind of like all one size, or do you have varying sizes?
Yeah, so our product, we have two formats. We have our big one, which is our superfood bar. So it's a classic bar, classic chocolate bar in a pack sturdy format. And then we have our little mini endurance bar. So this is our energy bar, the one that replaces the carb gel. The difference between the two bars is that the big one is, again, that really just clean line chocolate ingredients you know and understand. And then to make the little bar more functional for sport, we add honey and coconut butter to it. So that gives it a little bit more energy per gram for the size that it is. It makes it and because the size is like fits in the back of your bike, your bike jersey, or like on your bike. Jason tapes them to his bike sometimes. So Leanna puts them in her bento so that you can grab it while you're riding as well. And the big one is more of that like kind of backpack format that you take along hiking with you, or have in your bag for your reward for your post race or post training efforts. We have 3 flavors, across both of the formats. So we have 2 dark chocolate ones. So for those people who are leading more of a plant-based life and want no dairy in their diet, we've got 2 dark chocolates. And then we have our 1 milk chocolate, which is peanut butter and jam flavored. And the 2 dark, just to like one other thing about the flavors is that we, being called Seven Summit Snacks, we're inspired by the mountaineering challenge of 7 summits, meaning our flavors are inspired by the mountains. So we have our Everest flavor, which is dark chocolate, goji berry, and Himalayan salt. And then our other dark chocolate, Aconcagua, which is golden berries and Peruvian dark chocolate.
Right on. I mean, I've tried all of them, and they're delicious.
Thank you.
Who are the type of athletes that Seven Summits is kind of looking to target?
Yeah, ideally all athletes, but we're really looking to just make sure that people feel comfortable about getting outdoors. We see ourselves as an accessible brand. So it's the familiarity of chocolate, the familiarity of the ingredients that's important to us. And we recognize that in triathlon or in elite sport, people are thinking they're supposed to have these really super high technical formulations for nutrition. which is great, and they work. But in fact, actually, like ingredients you know and understand are also good fueling sources. And so we're trying to be approachable for people. We also want people to know and understand that they can have regular food while they're training. It doesn't need to be this like super specific blend of really crazy carbohydrates. So we're trying to be accessible. Therefore, we're targeting the accessible athlete. We're also targeting anyone who loves chocolate, which is 80% of the population. Again, just understanding that chocolate can be good for you. And so we're trying to bring that message to people. It's not something that you have to feel bad about eating. It's a good product for you, especially if you're active, and all triathletes are active just by the nature of the sport.
Absolutely, yeah. Will we be able to see you out at some events this year?
Yeah, so we're going to be popping up mostly at trail running events and some cycling ones, but we are partnering with Eastlink Triathlon in Grand Prairie this year.
Oh yeah, right on. Yeah.
Hopefully at some of the Mad Motos that will be going on in and around Edmonton. So we'll be out and about. People can follow our Facebook page or Instagram page and see which events we're going to be at. Also, we do a social every 7th of the month. So it's usually running focused, but it might be like a yoga or a boot camp as well. And so people can come and see us and learn a little bit more about our products on the 7th of every month.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Kristen, for taking the time to join us today on our Tri Talks. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you in person this summer at some of our events.
Thank you. And just one thing to add, for the Triathlon Alberta community, we do have a discount code for everybody to use. So TRIAB10, so TRIAB10 gets you 10% off online in our shop. So if you want to try us out, we can deliver that to you and you get to save 10%, which also some of that money will go back to Triathlon Alberta. So we're happy to have that partnership with you guys this year.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.